It was y'all greeting and salutations. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my live. How y'all doing out there? Happy Thursday. It's July 10th, 2025. I appreciate y'all tuning into my channel, man. For all the people who subscribe to my channel, thank you. All the different comments, all the different likes, the views. I appreciate it. I really do. It's been a long journey since I've been on YouTube, but I've really been stepping up my game on it and just trying to give you good content, entertaining content, and just keep a diary and a log of myself, my life. So, what's been going on? What has been going on in the world? Well, I shouldn't say the world, in the United States of America. I live in the United States, so I might need to just focus on the United States. Um, Texas. Oh man, Texas has been bombarded with rain, flooding. So condolences to the family, friends, and loved ones of the individuals who have perished in the flooding. It's been confirmed there's been over 120 deaths and 160 people are still missing as of July 9th, man. So that right there is just so bad. Natural disasters, you could prepare for it, but it's a natural disaster. So you could be prepared, ready for it, but you know, there's nothing you can really do. Maybe evacuate the area of the natural disaster, but those natural disasters. So once again, man, condolences and prayers to the people in Texas. Um, we also got the immigration issues. People still protesting out there in California. Um, I really don't understand it, but you have people who are very emotional and they don't like what's going on. They want people who are here in the United States of America to have due process, even though they're illegal and they don't belong here. But they still want them to have rights and privileges and access and free health care and free housing. Even though the key word is illegal, they don't care. They still want them to have all type of access, right? And they want the taxpayers to fund it. And they say President Trump is a bad man and shame on him because he puts American citizens and taxpayers first. And he doesn't see why these people are here and the taxpayers need to fund their life. So the people out there protesting, they destroying shit, smashing shit, acting a fool. And, we got ICE agents on ground, different law enforcement on ground, military on ground, trying to calm down the situation. And then unfortunately, this is happening in California, which is a Democratic state. And you got Governor Newsom crashing out for illegals. So what can you do, man? You know what I'm saying? But guess what? President Trump is doing the right thing in my eyes, in my ideas, and my beliefs. And good job, President Trump. All right. Let's see. The market was terrible today. Today was terrible. But as I did some research, it says U.S. stock, um, well, it says it remained flat over the past week, although the market has seen a 12% increase over the past year. But that's the past year. I like to know what's going on weekly. This week for me, looking at my stuff, has been not a good week for me. I've had more days in the red than green. So that's how I look at it from Monday to Friday, right? Tomorrow is Friday, so I'm hoping tomorrow will be in the green. Today was terrible for me. It was in the red. So I just like, yeah, bad. Philadelphia had their strike come to an end. Shout out to Philly. You had the workers out there on strike, so no trash was being picked up, no 911 dispatches, water services, but they finally come to an agreement so people would get back to work. I know the union rep is mad because of the fact that he wanted a 3-year deal, 14%, but the mayor, I believe, worked out a deal 13% for 4 years. So 1% less, 1 year more. So I know the president, he probably pissed off, but I'm sure there's some people that's like happy to get back to work because, you know, I need my money. I got to support my family. So I guess that's a good thing. I'm not in Philly, so I don't know. So, so let's see. Springfield, Massachusetts. All right, says a man was sentenced for unlawfully possessing a firearm and ammunition after being convicted of a felony. Okay. Delta Airlines plane stranded passengers overnight on an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, this is crazy. There's a lot of crazy people out there, a lot of demons out there, man. Let's go back to economic news. So it says the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis reported that real gross domestic product decreased in 39 states during the first quarter of 2025, while personal income increased in all states. See, and that's good. And I knew that President Trump's vision was going to be beneficial for the people here. And I trusted his vision. And that's the thing, man. A lot of people don't trust his vision. I don't know why. He's a successful multimillionaire, a businessman. They just don't like him because they just don't like him. They utilize this race stuff and he's racist and this and that. I don't understand that. It's all these personal attacks, these personal emotional feelings. And that's why I say I don't give a fuck about people's feelings, man. The results are the results. I don't care. All right? Fuck your feelings, man. Real talk. Oh, I don't like him. Whatever, man. Listen, man. As long as the market keeps on doing this, and my investments keep going up, and my circle is making money, and we're doing great things, that's all that matters to me. Right? Good people with great character and my circle. Other than that, everybody else, leave me alone. I ain't supporting nothing y'all got going on. I don't care what y'all got going on. If you're not in my circle or an individual with good character, leave me alone. Period. All right. Last but not least, before I go into this gym and end my live, you know I like to read y'all a little bit of a book that I'm reading. This is an old book. This is called The Truth is a Lie. All right. The individual is Harry Petsenis. I guess that's his last name. Sorry if I messed up your name. When I was on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, me and him used to tweet back and forth. He's good, real good guy. I'm gonna put a link of this book in the description. And this is a good book. I actually read this book a while ago, and it's good, man. It really is good. So I just wanted to read a little bit. Let's see. Okay. I'm just going to read a little bit here. Let's go with chapter 13, okay? Chapter 13 is the purpose of communication, okay? Wow, look at that. Look when I read this. July 26, 2020. That's 5 years ago. The purpose of communication. Communication has always been represented as the key to a relationship. I agree. I agree with that. Communication is the key to a relationship. When both parties can communicate properly, then both parties can 9 times out of 10 be successful because both individuals are communicating what they want and their expectations of each other. So I do agree with that. Contrary to common belief, communication is the most overrated and destructive aspect of a relationship. All right. So he does not agree with me, but I do agree communication is important. A key. I do agree. I do agree with that. People don't communicate with each other. They just force their thoughts and opinions on one another. Human being while despising someone doing the same to them. So he's saying that people don't communicate. What they do is they force their thoughts and opinions on other people. That is true. If that is a different way of communicating. We could communicate and say, let me see, for example, I'm trying to give it a good example. Let's just talk about something regular, like I want to go to Miami, right? And I say, hey, babe, I want to go to Miami this weekend. You want to go to Miami? And she be like, I don't want to go to Miami. I want to go to Orlando. All right, I'm communicating. I want to go to Miami. She's communicating. She wants to go to Orlando. All right. Now, we could say, well, let's look and see what activities we can do in Miami or Orlando, and then we could both come to an agreement on which place we find more fun and affordable to go. I don't think that's forcing your ideas or thoughts. I think that's just presenting different ideas and recommendations that's beneficial to where to go. That's just my thought process on it. But I understand what he is saying as well. All right. When people believe they're communicating with someone else, they're really using someone else as a conduit to communicate with themselves. Researchers theorize that the average person does not listen past the 7th word. That I believe because most people attention span is not very long. If it's something that's not very interesting to them, they're just going to not be interested into it. So they're just going to not listen. They hear you, but they're not listening. They're not paying attention. They really don't care, give a F about what you're talking about. All right. If this is accurate, then how in good conscience can anyone say the key to a good relationship is communication? And I agree with that. So it's important to understand that this is not all people, but it might be majority of the people. Now, the minority of people who do believe that communicating is good to try to listen and not be disrespectful to the person's ideas that they're presenting to you. It's hard, but you have to discipline yourself. So I do agree with it and I disagree a little bit, right? So that's good stuff. All right. Last one, he said, the times that people are most disappointed, angry, and frustrated with us coincide with the times that we are the most honest with them. That is true. People talk about they want the truth, but when you give them the truth might be ugly. It might hurt, right? I can know someone that is pretty fat, and they say, do I look fat in this dress? Be honest with me, Okay. Yeah, you look like, yeah, you're fat. It's not, that's not it. And now they're upset. Don't ask for the truth if you can't handle the truth. In the words of the great Jack Nicholson and A Few Good Men, truth, you cannot handle the truth. And that is very true. So I'm going to end it with that right there. The purpose of communication. I'm going to put the link to this book in the description. Shout out to Harry, man, a good brother. Like I said, I used to tweet him a lot when I used to be on Twitter, formerly, well, X, formerly known as Twitter. All right. So I'm going to end my live stream. It is 7:07. So I'm about to go into 24/7 fitness and get my workout on. And I got work tonight. As you can see, there's 24/7 fitness. So that's me, man. I like to be productive. Work in the day, do stuff at the house, work at night, train my body. Productive. When you being productive, trust me, the universe is paying attention and the fruits will blossom from your labor. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And got some great videos out. Go ahead and watch those videos. And there's going to be more great videos coming. I promise y'all, and I promise myself to stay focused and be the best version of myself. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's your boy.